way that they needed to promote their sites. I said you should never rely on one thing, not one product, not one promotion method, not one marketing channel, nothing, because that one thing would then pulled out from underneath you and you lose. I actually saw that coming, so I'd already set up other accounts and corporations at that point.
So is Bob doing your entity structuring?
No. Do you do corporate documents? I think I've asked you before. My other lawyer, Bob's my internet lawyer.
I used to.
Okay. And I can't give you my guy's name because he's a Michigan lawyer, and I don't know if he does anything outside of Michigan, to be honest. So, but I'll tell you this: we do. My admin assistant registers a lot of our LLCs for us. State of Michigan's $50 to file. We've got payment on record with them already. Credit cards on file. All she's got to do is fill out the documents, faxed over. They tell us whether the name's available. Then she calls the IRS, gets the electronic identification number. We fill out the partners agreement. They call it, in an LLC, they call it something. I can't remember what it is, but it's a partnership agreement. Even if you're the sole owner, you should draft those documents because it shows that you have a legitimate concern for your business instead of just trying to protect yourself. And then you go and you take that stuff to the bank, you open up your bank account, and you're in business. So in Michigan, I can have an LLC formed, ready, funded, ready to go in 2 days for $50.
You're doing purely Michigan, that's it?
Yeah, because it's cheap and that's where I live. So, but corporate stuff, for C Corps, my C Corps, I have my lawyer deal with it. And he maintains the books and every year updates the information that needs to be done and that kind of stuff. Not Bob, my lawyer, other guy. So. Because Bob doesn't do the work, that's why. If he did, he'd probably be doing that for me too. In fact, Mario, we had a situation where one of our networks got cross-contaminated. I told him, well, there goes that network. Might as well close the bank account, except for the fact that the checks are still going to come to it. So, but we could spend the day on that topic too. Jessica Alba Rocks. People keep asking me over and over again about the promotions, and I wanted to share with you how I was able to get 26 members for 25 cents. Jessica Alba Rocks, we put up for this. Dory did her SEO work on it for this event, so she did some work. She showed you the results. We had a lot of things up in it. I don't have any stats for you other than my contribution, which was picking the market. Anthony blended the RSS feed for the content, and then getting the membership signups, because my clients always ask me, how do you get members? And I said, well, I'll show you. It's not hard. Sweepstakes are a good way to start. Microphone, please.
How did you get permission to use all the graphics?
That is a good question. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so that iPod picture came from Amazon, because I buy it from Amazon when I had to fill the obligation for the sweepstakes. As far as all the Jessica Alba stuff, we tell them to go out and not get copyrighted material. And if you see on our website, I paid Bob quite a bit of money for this little bad boy, which I don't build these sites. There's a Digital Millennium Copyright Act document attached to the site someplace, and I don't know. It should be easy to find. So, but it's on there, unless they didn't put it up what they're supposed to. But we paid for it. And what that is Digital Millennium Copyright Act is a set of laws that were set for to help protect interests, and one of the things was Digital Millennium. It's the year 2000. We got this internet thing. We got all these intellectual pieces of property. I'm not the expert, Bob is. But they drafted these sets of rules, and there's procedures. So if I'm accepting content on a site like this, I had to file a document with the U.S. government that Bob drafted for me. But not that document, but he drafted the actual website documents. But there's a form I had to fill out. My assistant sent it in with a check for $80. She filled it out incorrectly, so we sent another check for $80. And we register ourselves with the federal government. And what happens is a document that Bob drafted for me that it's a contact. It basically says, here's my DMCA information, and it says, here's my registered person that you need to contact if you feel that there's a violation of your copyright, if someone took your copyrighted material and put it on our website, contact this person. They're registered with the federal agency. And then there's a procedure that you have to follow. And that's, I mean, just because you use legal documents, that's my family. And then Scott's family also. Hi, Corey. Scotty. Hi, buddy. Hi, Bella. Jackson. Hi, guys. So they have to protect themselves. And so what we did was we paid Bob to draft the digital DMCA documents for us, and we put it on the website, and we really need to check. Could you shoot David a groove, do you mind, to make sure that the DMCA documents are on here?
Jeff, it looks like it is down there.
Is it? I can't see. I've been standing all day. So, all right, so if it is on there, that's why we did it. So that's how we protect ourselves. Oh, yeah, it's right here, copyright DMCA. It's different than on my sites. But you'll notice on all my websites that accept content like that, I paid Bob for 2 different companies, so it was a little bit more expensive to draft documents for us. And this is for one of my corporations that I own jointly with Dory and Jeffrey. And we had our documents drafted for this website, among others, because we actually, originally we had it done for our article site because we were accepting articles from people, and we wanted to protect ourselves. So they click this link. The lawyers that are involved in this kind of stuff know. They find it, click the link, and the instructions in Bob's documents tell them how to notify us, and once we notify it, we have a procedure in place to remove the information. Doesn't mean you're fully protected, as I understand it. It just means you're showing some good faith, would you call it, Bob? Or?
The law allows you, if you follow the DMCA statute, it's basically a safe harbor for websites that accept submissions from people. And what it does, it allows a copyright holder to then contact you and ask you to remove it, and you do. And there are other procedures under it. But it's basically a safe harbor for sites that allow people to post materials.
Yeah, so that's how you protect yourself, Pablo, and it says that you have to remove the material in a reasonable amount of time. My reasonable amount of time definition is get it the hell out the site right now. There's no hesitation. I don't even question them. I don't argue with them. If someone contacts me and says it's a copyright problem, it comes on. I don't care. Just remove it. So.
I agree with that. The distinction is what you talked about is protecting yourself against content that users post.
Right.
I'm talking about you guys building the site. Are celebrity photos untrademarkable?
Well, it depends. Yes, they can have a copyright on the photo itself, but some photos are put out in general distribution that are out there for the reason of being distributed to the internet. Now, if a website had it and they copyrighted it and somebody took it off the website and put it on my website, that's a problem.
That would be a problem.
But there are some that there's no problem with, because Jessica Alba, I actually tried to contact her people and ask for permission to have access to her portfolio of photos. They never got back to me.
Okay.
So we have users posting these for us, and we tell them when you do it, make sure it's not copyrighted. We don't take